Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University and Super Sons, issue number 15. So, one of the reasons why I love this comic book is because I don't think that any other comic really expresses what these two kids are better than this comic book. More than that, it's very rare to find somebody who can actually express who anybody is more than what happens in this particular comic book with these two characters. Seeing these two mess with each other over and over is just the best. I could read this day in, day out. I love these stories. So anyway, Kid Amazo comes back, and it turns out that he killed his original host body, took it over, so he's more machine than anything than ever before, and he's siphoning off the powers of the Justice League. Now that's cool. They kind of gave us that end result in this, which I'm impressed. I'm impressed, but they also told us in advance what was actually happening, because I was surprised because I'm sitting here reading this, and at one point they're trying to get away. They're in their clubhouse, their underwater clubhouse. They're trying to get away as Kid Amazo attacks. And Superboy gets knocked out, so Robin grabs him. Damian grabs him and starts swimming up to the surface. And he's like, what do you call it? 100 feet below the sea level, a superpowered bad guy behind us, and I'm carrying 100 pounds of dead weight with no oxygen source. Yeah, I like these odds. That's Damian. I love that. I love that. Kid Amazo does wind up getting a hold of young knucklehead Jonathan, though, and Damian tries to go back after him, but he's out of air. It's a shame. He should have, whatever, you know what he should have done. So he goes up anyways for that gulp of air before he's ready to go back down, but he gets grabbed by Cyborg. An alarm went off. Batman had installed an alarm. Of course he did. Installs an alarm, and Cyborg comes down. He's like, yeah, the rest of the league would have come in instead of me, but they were off dealing with some oil rigs. They were trying to rescue some people from oil rigs and whatnot. Well, so I answered the alarm instead. And he's like, okay, well, Kid Amazo's down there with John, so we have to go back down there. It's like, all right, done. Jump into the super sub that I've got, and let's go down there and kick some booty. So they're about to go down there, and that's when you see that the Justice League is down there being siphoned. Comics like this, dude, this is impressive, man. This is really impressive. I'm digging this because as soon as they said that they were off rescuing people from oil rigs, I'm like, well, that's actually where Kid Amazo said that he was. So if he's here now and they were just there, they're either responding to what he did after he'd already left, or he'd already caught them. And it turns out that he caught them. I like that. I like when they do a little twisteroo there, I'm gonna give this comic book a B+. This is just, I'm always pretty positive that when I see this on the shelves, this is going to be a great book, and just a big cheesy smile comes across my face, even when I'm sick. Anyway, go and check it out, guys. Professor Bell comic book. And real quick, you know that this comic book is apparently going to switch over to the DC Ink or DC Zoom, one of those two, whichever one is for the younger kids. I think Zoom is for the older kids and Ink is for the littler ones. Anyway, regardless, I think it's going to switch over to one of those two labels. So I don't think it's going to necessarily change a whole lot, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, probably a lot more kid-friendly themes. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Professor Bell Comic Book University. Class dismissed.